Hi, welcome to Kindred Spirit Readings. This is for Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's begin Virgo. Let's talk about how, Virgo, you have been affected by all of this. You're going through all these changes over the last few weeks, which is now turning into months where it's this in and out kind of energy. And you would have noticed this, you're still going through it, and it will shake you at times to your core, and other times it will make you feel different emotions. It will create indecisiveness at the best and worst of times. It will make you feel as though you don't know what to do with yourself, which is just downright frustrating. So there is a lot of that energy pulling and pushing through. What really makes this difficult to deal with is not being able to understand any of it, and you won't. And when you cannot understand something, the best thing I find for you right now, and while you're going through the motions, is to be sure that you don't make any decisions on impulse. You are definitely, there is that potential to be impulsive. You're holding back from that, however. So you could be saving yourself a whole bunch of hassle by holding back, by not doing anything on impulse. Obviously, making rash decisions. Don't rely on your impulsiveness to do something. And obviously that's where the road becomes a little rocky, and making decisions that you're not 100% in on or know of or know about, and so on and so forth, about, can really take you to a place unknown. And it's not to say that you wouldn't be prepared for the unknown. It's more the fact that it's more that you would probably be making more of a financial mistake. There's a lot of financial burden involved in this if you decide to do something or go somewhere, especially acting on impulse. So that's one of the biggest messages for you this week. This has a lot to do with signing contracts as well. For example, if you're looking for a place and signing papers is a part of all of this, whether you're going for a job interview and they want you for the job and they want you to sign on the dotted line, they're happy with you, it might be a case where it might be less money, less pay than you had anticipated. If you're looking for a place to live, you may move on. You may want to move in and sign on the dotted line, and they may want that from you also, only to find out that financially it doesn't work for you in your favor, and that you're having to spend too much on rent or too much for your mortgage. And now you've invested in that and you have made that commitment, and that's something that you'll need to see that through. And you've made that commitment, and that's it. That's you for the next 6 months or the next 6 years. You try to avoid this. It may leave you completely broke, for example. And they're just some examples, but there is a lot of signing on the dotted line showing up for you, and you are being advised to avoid that at all costs. Do not sign any paperwork. Do not feel obligated to sign any paperwork. And people are going to be very pushy, very pushy. They're anybody on the outside looking in at you, they're going to really sell themselves to you, sell whatever it is that they're selling, and make it look really good, but it looks great on the outside, but on the inside it's a completely different ball game altogether. Do not feel as though you are stuck in a rut, because you are currently not stuck in any kind of rut. Your emotions are out of whack, absolutely, but if you make a commitment now that you are uncertain about, you will be more than likely leading yourself down that very negative path. Don't commit yourself to anything right now. You will know if it's right or wrong, because you'll get that gut feeling. You wouldn't be asking yourself, should I or shouldn't I? If you knew what you wanted, usually you go out and you have made your decision without all that torture. You might be feeling a little more emotional, more than usual, as I've already mentioned this, but this is normal for you this week because you're having to come to terms with your past, and this is coming through really strong. A lot of what happened in your past regarding people you were involved with, and this is romantic, this is family, this is coming in from all directions. You have really knuckled down on understanding yourself better, and this is the way to do it. This is what you want. You don't need to be pleasing anybody else, and you've been there, you've done that, and now you're going through this emotional transformation, and this is big. You're going to notice how this will change you, and there's more to come. And this could be nothing but exciting, okay? It may feel out of sorts at the moment, but trust me, this is only going to get better. there is somebody that keeps coming up for me, and they're playing with your feelings, with your emotions. I see that they have light hair. They're slightly taller than you. This person has a lot of Sagittarius in their chart, but I do feel a strong Aquarian energy as being their main, as their sun sign. And I want to say that this person is somewhat attached to someone or something else. They've got a commitment elsewhere, although they are detached from themselves. Not only are they detached from everyone around them, but they're detached from themselves. So when they come to you asking you for anything, it could be a conversation, it could be a meetup, you're actually strong enough to reject them this time. You've always looked up to them in a way. You enjoy their company, you look forward to seeing them, to being around them. It's always been really easy for you to both get along, and you have both got such a great understanding of each other. It's really nice, but this time it's a little bit different, and you'll be saying goodbye to that. And I think you're making this decision, and it's not one of the easiest ones you've had to make. This will become a part of your past now. Not something you're going to handle very easily. If you choose to keep this energy, this person in your life, you will prepare yourself for doom and gloom to get rid of that energy. This can only help you. They should have enough respect for themselves to have respect for you and all of that. But I am seeing that they lost their way a long time ago, and they're just not giving you enough reason to want to stick around. They can be lovely. They can be quite sweet, in fact, and they know how to talk. They know how to reel themselves in, if you will. This person cares for you, but I see a lot of talking and not enough action. And this has just been repetitive and tiresome. I do see Aries coming up for you also. This person adores you. This person adores the ground you walk on, and they're not leaving anytime soon. So there are two people coming up. And now, as I've said, this Aries, in fact, this is long term. This person has darker hair, and there's something preparing itself in the mix between you and Aries. Something is coming to the surface about your future with this person. That is an amazing, it's going to be an amazing outcome. It's regarding money, regarding a proposal. I'm not talking about marriage. I'm talking about your future together in other areas of your life together. Thank you, Virgo.